So let's talk about the album. You know, the mixtape you just released, Unreleased.
Unreleased.
Yes, sir. Let's talk about it.
Unreleased. It's just one of them things, bro. Why, like, this whole time I've been in the music industry, I never understood it. Like, you know, niggas make, most artists ain't that good, for one. We'll just say that. I'm not one of them. You know what I'm saying? I nail shit, but most artists aren't that good. It might take a nigga to do 100 songs to get 10. You know what I'm saying? Me, on the other hand, I don't even do a song if it wet. Like, if I got down, if I start working on it, and I don't really feel the vibe on that shit, I just scratch it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really have too many songs that just ain't it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking one day, I'm like, damn, I got all these fucking songs. Like, bro, I be having songs, and then when my partners come to the studio, you know, trained to ill, the songs that you putting out, niggas get tired of them after a while. So my partners coming to the studio, they asking, hey man, let me hear that Hunters. But let me hear that. And I'm like, damn, bro, y'all niggas fuck with this shit like that. They like, but that shit hard as fuck. But like, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't putting the shit out. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to bypass it. I'm about to go to the next tape. So I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I'm just gonna put out all the unreleased songs that I had from the last tape. I'm just gonna put them motherfuckers out as a tape and let everybody hear this shit. Cause if not, they just send around.
No, that's a fact. It's a lot of bangers on there. Coles, Westbrook, LeBron, Geek Monster, Perks.
Facts.
You went in, bro.
Man, I appreciate it, bro.
Most definitely. Talk about some of them producers that you work with on the tape.
First and foremost, like Twisted Genius, man. Like I said, that's my little brother. Since day one. So he on there. You got Finesse. That's another producer who I'm just super locked in with right now. He up and coming. I think he one of the dopest. Who else on there? Oh, Buddha. Buddha, my little cousin. A lot of folk don't know that, but Buddha my little cousin. Yeah, Buddha Beats. That's my little cousin. But he harder than a motherfucker, though. He harder than a motherfucker. And I just want to say on record, like, I learned a lesson fucking with him, too, just to be honest. Like, Shout ain't even been in this shit that long. So, like, a couple years ago, he used to do, like, church and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Playing on the organ?
Yeah, shit like that. So, you know, he told me, he was like, yeah, cuz I'm trying to start fucking with the beats. He sent me some. I probably did one on, but they was all right at the time, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he moved on that thing. I know, man, I'm looking up my little cousin on Lucha shit. I'm like, this little nigga going crazy, you feel me? And, man, he did that Screw Up the Ground for Quavo. And I was just like, oh, yeah, you next level, cuz.
Out of here.
You out of here, bro. Like, this shit crazy enough, bro. And he just like, he still the same. What's so crazy? He still the same. Like, well, let me do some shit for you. And this nigga over here doing shit with Timberland and, you feel me? Like, bro, let me work with you then. You feel me? So, like, yeah, man, you gonna definitely hear some more banging from me and Buddha. Like, Buddha done went, like, Shadow done got crazy, bro.
You know, who a couple of producers who you think you got really good chemistry, like producers or artists who you get in the studio with and, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I say Twisted Genius for one, and Finesse. I got a producer I used to fuck with named The Bet. Like, we just get in there and cook. Like, it was easy. Artists, The Red, like me and The Red, bro. Like, for real, me and The Red could probably do a whole EP in a day if we just sit in there and did that shit. Like, we probably can do 10 songs in a day. Like, we just got that chemistry, bro. My artist Peso, we got that chemistry. My artist Ted, we got that chemistry too. Like,
facts. That Geek Monster go crazy. That Geek Monster sounds serious.
Yeah. We just get in that motherfucker and go crazy.
Nah, for sure. What's your process look like? You know, just making the music. When you get in the studio, you know what I'm saying, you need some drink, need some
Man,
some smoke.
I'm on the perks. I'm smoking reefer. I might drink me some lean. You know what I mean? Cause I freestyle everything, so it just, you know what I'm saying, it just get me in my mode, like, that, you know what I'm saying? Cause it go off the energy, whatever energy I'm on today, you know what I mean? If me and my bitch done got the fine, I might be on that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I this crazy shit up, I ain't never told nobody this shit. But sacrifices. Keep all that fake love on it. That shit wasn't even, like, that shit was about my bitch. Like, we got that, listen, bro. We had, like, now, you know what I'm saying, we done been together for a minute now, but it was, like, kind of like when we first we first started goddamn whatever whoop the whoop, you know goddamn how big nigga was fucking with a bit then. You know what I'm saying? Sunday it might feel like then big goddamn get crazy ass attitudes and goddamn bitch want to go on. So one day I get in there, I'm geeked up. My first words was keep all that fake love on. You know what I mean? And then it sprouted from there. But the actual just starting of the song was a mood. I was just mad at my bitch.
For real. Like they say, shit, the most authentic music and the best music be the one that's real. You know what I'm saying? That really rooted in some real emotion.
That's why, like, I started freestyling. I used to be so against it. I used to be like, I ain't doing that shit. I'm gonna write my shit there. You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo. Like when Wayne first started doing this shit, I used to be against that shit. Like, man, I ain't doing that shit. Like, now I'm gonna write my shit down and whoop the whoop until I did it. And when I seen the difference, bro, my music sounded way totally different when I started writing. Because for one, you can't hear like you would have to. Man, sometimes nigga had to record that motherfucker 4-5 times just so you don't hear like the reading, like you reading that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And then like the raw emotions you get from freestyling, bro, like you cannot get that from writing. Because I might feel like this morning, I might be happy hell, so I'm writing for the studio later. It might be a happy ass song. And between that time, goddamn motherfucker might piss me the fuck off. And by the time I get to the studio, I ain't even in that same mood. So I'm not even rapping the song in the same aura that I was in. You know what I mean? Whereas I go in the studio, you turn the beat, whatever the fuck I feel like right now, that's what I'm on. And that's what it's gonna sound like, and the words and the emotions gonna feel the same.
For sure. Let me ask you this. I know when you first started rapping, you was definitely, solely a rapper. But I feel like now in your music you do a lot of harmonizing. A lot of singing. Like did you grow up in the church and were you singing in the choir? Like where'd this come from?
Nah, bro, it was, and it's another. I swear to God, it's another thing, bro. I used to hate auto-tune, bro. I used to hate that shit. I used to be like, bro, nigga, I ain't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But when I did it, it was just like, damn, this shit hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't a person that fight against shit, bro. Like if I see this the way, I'm gonna go that way.
Like you said earlier, man, you got to stay consistent with the times. You know what I'm saying? Got to stay on top of like the beats and the whole look, because that's how you stay relevant.
That's right.
For sure. I'm right there with you.